Struffoli is a Neapolitan dish made of deep-fried balls of dough about the size of marbles, crunchy on the outside and light inside. Struffoli are mixed with honey and other sweet ingredients. There are many different ways to dress them, but the traditional way is to mix them in honey with diavulilli, cinnamon, and bits of orange rind. In Calabria they are also known as scalilli, and in Abruzzi cicerchiata. They are often served at Christmas and are sometimes served warm. History. A similar dish is described by Archestratus, a Greek poet from Gela in Sicily. It was called encrus, a dough ball fried in olive oil, which he details in his Gastronomy, a work now lost, but partially preserved in the Diopnosophists of Athenaeus, which mentions encrus 13 times, in various inflected forms. The most complete description of it in the Diopnosophists is a passage that reads, Pi epsilon mu mu alpha tau iota omicron nu psi omicron mu epsilon nu omicron nu lambda alpha iota kappa alpha mu epsilon tau tau omicron mu epsilon lambda iota tau omicron epsilon mu epsilon nu omicron mu eta mu omicron nu epsilon iota alpha tau nu sigma tau eta sigma iota I omicron rho omicron sigma delta iota tau omicron epsilon tau omega nu chi omicron nu delta rho omicron nu tau epsilon kappa alpha gamma kappa rho iota delta alpha sigma lambda alpha tau epsilon pi epsilon mu alpha tau alpha kappa alpha mu epsilon lambda iota chi lambda omega rho omicron nu. There are cakes, also called gamma kappa rho iota delta epsilon sigma. These are cakes boiled in oil, and after that seasoned with honey, and they are mentioned by Stesichorus in the following lines: groats and incrides, and other cakes, and fresh sweet honey. Similar dishes. Gulab jamun, a small pastry made with milk solids in South Asia. Croquembouche, a similar French dish. Lokma, a sweet dumpling found throughout the Mediterranean basin. Puff puff in Nigeria is also very similar. Pignolata, a similar Sicilian pastry. Tegalache, a similar Jewish pastry.